Usually, I come on here and I roast every single Premier League team in any way that I can. But in this video, I'm taking a break. I have put my holiday form into myself, so I'm gonna sit back, relax with you guys, and let somebody else do the job. And that person is AI, ChatGPT. They're gonna do it for me. I'm gonna ask AI to roast every single Premier League team and react to each and every single one of them with you guys, all 20 teams. So let's see how intelligent AI really is when it comes to football, shall we? Roast Arsenal. Arsenal fans love to talk about their glorious past, but it's like celebrating a vintage car that hasn't run in years. Ooh, hello. They're always in the top 4, yet it feels more like a consolation prize at this point. Maybe they should consider adding a participation trophy to their trophy cabinet. Keep dreaming, Gunners. I mean, ChatGPT right there are telling the truth, because Arsenal fans can only dream. They can only dream of winning the Champions League, and right now they can only dream of winning a bloody Premier League as well. Oh God, Arsenal fans, they've had the Invincible trophy, now they've got the participation trophy. AI's cooking ya. Roast Aston Villa. The club that's like your favourite movie that just keeps getting sequels. No one really asked for it, but here we are. Ooh, they've got a history, sure, but it's mostly like a dusty trophy from the attic. And let's be honest, their fans are still trying to figure out if mid-table is a valid life goal. Good luck with that. Now, AI, I think you're living a little bit in the past there, because Aston Villa are no longer just a mid-table team. They just beat bloody Bayern Munich. But yeah, I agree with the trophy thing. It is, you know, dusty. They haven't won a trophy in God knows how many years. Roast AFC Bournemouth. The team that made the Premier League look like a charity case. Oh my God. They're the underdog story that somehow forgot how to stay underdog. With the stadium so small, even their ambitions seem cramped. Just remember, guys, the only thing smaller than your squad is your chances of staying up. I mean, right now, AI is not holding back. ChatGPT is not holding back. They forgot to stay underdog. That's a flipping line right there, isn't it? Underdog story, but they forgot how to stay underdog, because look at them, man. They're flying. The only thing smaller than your squad is your chances of staying up. Oh my God. They've been doing a pretty good job of it lately. Roast Brentford Football Club. Brentford, the club that proves you can still make a splash in the Premier League whilst being the best kept secret in football. It's like they took the phrase small but mighty and turned it into a punchline. Their stadium might be buzzing, but good luck finding a casual fan who can name more than 2 players. Enjoy your David versus Goliath moments while you can. Yeah, I don't know about this one, AI. I'm not sure about this one here. Yeah, I agree they are small but mighty. I agree with that one, but I mean, Brentford seem to be like just a Premier League team in the mid-table, lower mid-table now, didn't they? So, don't know about that, AI. Roast Brighton and Hove Albion. Brighton and Hove Albion, the club that's more about the vibe than the victory. They've got a nice seaside view, but let's be real, most of their fans are still waiting for that elusive top half finish like it's a bus that never shows up. Their biggest achievement? Making We're Just Happy to Be Here an art form. Enjoy your time in the sun, seagulls. Again, AI, you are completely wrong there, and I think you're living in the past a little bit. Top half finish like it's a bus that never shows up. What are you on about, AI? You're chatting rubbish. Don't make me roast ChatGPT. I will roast you. Brighton are a top half team, and they have been for the last few years. And they're not just happy to be here, they want European football. Brighton are pushing, man. AI, big fail. Right, I'm looking forward to this one. Roast Chelsea Football Club. What are they going to say here? The team that throws money at problems like confetti, yet somehow still ends up looking like a midlife crisis on the pitch. With the manager carousel spinning faster than their trophy count, it's hard to tell if they're a football club or a reality show. And their fans, always talking about past glories whilst desperately trying to ignore the present. Good luck with that. My voice is disappearing. It's really difficult to laugh and talk right now, but man, let's dig into this. Throws money at problems like confetti. That is bloody true, AI. End up looking like a midlife crisis on the pitch. I mean, not currently right now. They're playing really well, but the last few years, that's true. Fans talking about past glories whilst desperately trying to ignore the present as well, man. I mean, you've been talking about Champions League wins in 2012 and 2021 for a long time, ain't ya? Because it ain't happening right now. Good one, AI. Good one. Roast Crystal Palace. The club that's become synonymous with being the Premier League's ultimate yo-yo team, without the actual thrill of a bounce. Their historic Selhurst Park is more about the atmosphere than actual achievements, yeah, and their fan base seems to think staying up is a trophy. But hey, at least they've mastered the art of mediocrity. City, brother. Wow. I mean, they're not a yo-yo team. They've been in the Premier League for bloody donkey's years now, haven't they? But Selhurst Park, it is more about the atmosphere than the achievements. It is the art of mediocrity. I mean, they are the pin mastering that art right now in the Premier League, aren't they? They're awful. Although, I am recording this before Liverpool travel to Selhurst Park, so I hope I've not jinxed that. Please, please, please. Right, let's see what they've got cooking for Everton. Roast Everton Football Club. The team that's been stuck in a perpetual state of almost, with a history that feels more like a sad soap opera. They somehow managed to turn every season into a nail-biting drama about relegation. Their fans still cling to the glory days like it's a favourite childhood toy. Great memories, but time to move on. Good luck staying up this year, Toffees. Oh my God. Yeah, good luck staying up this year, Toffees. Good luck. And AI is telling the truth and cooking right there. It turns into a nail-biting drama of, are we going to stay up? Of relegation. Man, AI got this one spot on, I think. Roast Fulham Football Club. The club that seems to think the Premier League is just a fun hobby they pick up every few years. Their motto should be, we'll be back, because they can't seem to stay long enough to make a real impact. With a history of bouncing back and forth, they're like that friend who can't decide on a restaurant. Enjoy your brief stints in the spotlight, cottagers. Wow, that is talking about the old Fulham, really. The Fulham now, I think, are a proper Premier League team, but the old Fulham, they were up and down. The will be back, it was like that. Like that friend who can't decide on a restaurant or can't decide what they want in the menu, like. It's not reflective of Fulham right now, though. Roast Ipswich Town. The club that peaked in the 1980s and has been trying to remember how to compete ever since. Their trophy cabinet is like a museum exhibit. Lots of dust and nostalgia, but not much else. Fans are still holding on to that one time they were relevant, like it's a cherished family heirloom. Here's hoping they find their way back to the big leagues someday. Well, ChatGPT and AI, you are a little bit behind because they have found their way back to the big time. They're in the bloody Premier League now. Yes, their trophy cabinet might be like a museum for the dust and whatever else, but man, get with the times, ChatGPT. You are so behind. Okay, moving on. Roast Leicester City Football Club. The team that went from fairy tale champions to a mid-table reality show faster than they can say, what happened? Their title win was incredible, but it feels like they've been riding that high ever since. Kind of like the friend who peaked in high school. Now they're just trying to avoid being the next big surprise relegation story. Keep dreaming, Foxes. I mean, they were the surprise relegation story 1 year ago. And AI, man, I'm not happy with this roast because they have been riding that high. I'd ride that high. They were 5,000 to 1 to win the Premier League in 2016. Nobody had that. We'll never see it again. So I can't really laugh at Leicester City here because, you know, they did get relegated. Let's laugh at that. But to be riding the high, you have to, innit? Premier League champions. Right, it's my team now. Let's see what they've got for Liverpool Football Club. Roast Liverpool Football Club. The club that can't stop talking about their past like it's still relevant. Their fans are so obsessed with history that they practically have a time machine. With their You'll Never Walk Alone anthem, you have to wonder if it's just a reminder that they're always walking alone in the Premier League title race. Enjoy the nostalgia while you chase the current champions. I've got a lot to say to you, AI, you bloody robot. Let's get into it. First of all, we don't have to talk about our past because the present is relevant. Okay, yeah, the last 5 years is the past, technically. Like 10 seconds ago was the past. In the last 5 years, we've won every single major trophy available to us. Every single one. Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, the Club World Cup, the Super Cup. We've done it all. And yes, we have walked alone in the Premier League title race. Do you remember 2020 when we won the league in like December, January? Enjoy the nostalgia. We're currently top of the Premier League right now as I'm talking. So ChatGPT, AI, don't make me do a bloody video on you. I'll roast you all day long, you flipping idiot robot. Moving on. Roast Manchester City Football Club. The club that's like a high-tech gadget, great at showing off but a bit fragile under pressure. They've bought so many trophies you'd think they were on a shopping spree rather than playing football. And for all their dominance, their fans still struggle to fill a stadium without a trophy on the line. Keep enjoying those artificially inflated glory days while they last. Wow, you're spitting facts now, ain't you, AI? You'd think they were on a shopping spree. I mean, they were on a shopping spree, especially when they first got bought out, weren't they? Great at showing off, but a bit fragile under pressure. I do not agree with that one because under pressure, they just flipping win, don't they? They really do. They find a way. But I agree with artificially inflated. Yes, it is artificial, you know, winning 5 in a row. Who'd ever want that? Right, it's time for Manchester United. I'm excited for this one because I enjoy roasting Man United, as you all know. Roast Man United. What you got for me? The team that clings to its history like it's a lifeline while the present is more like a bad sitcom. True? They've got more managers than they do league titles in their last decade, and their fans are still waiting for that return to greatness like it's a long-lost package. It's a shame the only thing consistent about them lately is their ability to underperform. Keep shouting glory, glory, Man United. Maybe one day it'll come true again. Wow, 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 wow. Every single thing they said there is true, and it's happening right now as well. Underperforming, glory, glory. They've got more managers than they do league titles. I mean, that is very true. Well, has it been now? 11? It'll be 12 years next year because they're not winning the bloody league this year, are they? Clinging to his history like it's a lifeline. Oh my God, AI, we need to work together. ChatGPT, let's do a collab in the future on Man United video. Let's do it. Roast Newcastle United. The club that's been living off the idea of the next big thing for years, yet still can't seem to make it happen. Their fans are fiercely loyal, but let's face it, supporting Newcastle is like being in a long-term relationship with someone who keeps promising to change. They've got passion, but the only thing that really tune is their ability to bottle it in the big moments. Wow. Good luck with the next chapter of hope and heartbreak. Oh my God, bottle it. I mean, they've done well in the last couple of years. They have, to be fair, and they're getting into the Champions League. But I mean, how long has it been since they won a trophy? 50, 60 years? So yeah, they have been bottling it for that long. The next big thing as well, like, are they gonna be the next big thing? Roast Nottingham Forest. The club that thinks they're still in the glory days of the late 70s while the rest of us are just trying to figure out what year it is. They've got 2 European Cups, sure, but that just makes their current struggles look even sadder. Like a once famous actor now doing local commercials. Ooh. Here's hoping they remember how to compete before their next decade-long stay in the Championship. Wow, AI. So AI are pretty much predicting that they're going to get relegated to the Championship and stay there for the next 10 years. That's pretty much what they're saying. And they do live in the 70s and 80s, don't they? Every time we hear about it, 2 European Cups, like everybody remembers that. So AI, you're spitting facts about Nottingham Forest there, spitting facts. Roast Southampton Football Club. The club that's mastered the art of selling off talent like a clearance sale. They've had more star players leave than they've had good seasons lately. Ding, ding, ding. Their fans are so used to mid-table mediocrity that they probably consider staying up a massive win. At this point, it feels like their main goal is just to keep their heads above water. Good luck with that. Yeah, good luck with that this season. Jesus Christ, they're bloody awful, aren't they? AI, it looks like you've been watching Southampton this season and last season and the season before. If they stay up this season, that will be like Arsenal winning the Champions League. It's impossible. Oh God, I think there's going to be something about trophies in this one. Roast Tottenham Hotspur. The club that's become a master at doing just enough to keep fans hopeful while rarely delivering. They've got a beautiful stadium, but it seems like their trophy cabinet is still stuck in the 1990s. The only thing Spurs fans are really winning at is the art of patience, waiting for that elusive title while celebrating almost moments like their actual achievements. Keep dreaming, Spurs! I told you there'd be something about trophies, innit? I think Spurs fans at this point are just immune to it, aren't they? You can rip into them about trophies and they're just like, whatever, man, we're so used to it. And Spurs fans are so bloody patient, aren't they? Every single season they start, they're like, oh my God, what are we gonna do this season? Can we actually win a trophy? And then by the time January, February comes along, we're not gonna win anything. Patience. Roast West Ham United. The club that's more famous for their fans' chants than their actual success. Their history is like a well-worn novel. Lots of drama, but not much resolution. They've got a shiny new stadium, but it feels like there's just a fancy backdrop for their ongoing quest to avoid mediocrity. Every season is a new chapter of maybe next year, but at this point, their best achievement might just be keeping their fans entertained with the hope of something better. Yeah, I agree AI and West Ham United. I mean, they did win the UEFA Conference League a couple of years ago, didn't they? But bloody hell, that's like winning the Papa John's trophy or whatever it's called these days. And right now, it does look like they're trying to avoid mediocrity as well in their lovely new stadium with Lopetegui and all that business, doesn't it? Oh, the bubbles are bursting, aren't they? The bubbles are bursting. All right, final one. Roast Wolverhampton Wanderers. The club that feels like a cozy pub team that accidentally stumbled into the Premier League. They've got more excitement in their kits than in their performances, and their history is mostly a series of "who was that?" moments. For all their Wolves bravado, it often looks more like a sheepish attempt to stay relevant. Keep howling, but don't expect too much of a bite. Yes, I love that line, because they're not biting right now, are they? they're biting the bloody championship. That's what's happening. More excitement in their kits than in their performances. My God, AI. Cook. Yeah, I've got to agree with most of that, what they said about Wolverhampton Wanderers there, guys. I have to. I was creasing so much in that video. I really enjoyed that one. Guys, if you like that video, please make sure you like and subscribe as well. And don't forget to check out some more videos on my channel. And also let me know in the comments what your favourite roast was, what your favourite line was. And let me know if this is something you'd like to see more of on the channel as well. I'll see you next time.